Hello everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and this is my weekend report for the end of September and first week of October. So we're on Benjamin Fulford's site here, and I wanted to go over a few things about what's been going on here before we get into the technicals, because as we all know, the technicals are not 100% accurate. If there were, then it'd be easy for everyone to get rich. But as long as you learned how to read the technicals, I'd probably venture to guess they're maybe 80% right, and that other 20% is when the government gets in there and manipulates the market, just like they did last week. There was absolutely no reason for it to stay up. There was no technical reason for it to stay up. It should have failed last week, and it's very frustrating that it did not. And we all know it's just clearly manipulation on the government's part. And that actually comes from over here on our site, on Reinhardt's site. It's got these cool pictures of aliens controlling the world, the government, and the world. And you know, I don't think it's the little gray guys though. It's the reptilians that are in the Vatican. Those are the ones that are running the country, as far as the Illuminati, and the Illuminati, which are made up of the Bilderberg Group, and you know, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Vanderbilts, all these rich old money. These guys worship these demons, they call them, but they're reptilian aliens from another world. They're not these guys. From what I've read, these guys have no souls. They're not immortal spirits like we humans are. When they die, they die. They're made like robots, only they're, you know, flesh and blood, so they're manipulated with DNA. Of course, these in the picture here are just dummies, you know, but I just thought that was cute that Reinhardt put this up with aliens. And you know, he put up another picture here, which paid for by the Earthlings. How about free health care? He puts these nice little cute things on here. I think it's kind of funny. But one of the things that he did notice, and we talked about this last week, the turn date was right, but it was not what he was expecting, not what anybody was expecting, because basically we were looking for no stimulus to be put in, and then a 20% rally would, well, I'm sorry, if no stimulus were put into the market, then we'd have a 80% debasement, maybe a big sell-off, a big crash, whatever. And if we would have put stimulus in, we'd have a 20% rally, which would probably take us up to that 11,800 fake print that I had from back in March. We didn't get either of these. We got a very, very small amount of money, a $30 billion injection into the market, and not $800 billion. Okay, that's a big difference. And so this $30 billion basically is what held up the market last week. All those POMOs that the government was putting in there. This is, I think they're just about out of it. And so I think it's, at this point, I think they just delayed it. I think that's all it is. I think it is still, we are still going to sell off. I think that they just delayed it, that basically the turn date that with the Legatus pilgrimage and all that, I think that still was accurate, but it was just delayed. So but back with let's see here, Benjamin Fulford's site, it looks like there's some still conflict going on with you know, how they're going to go forward with the planned rollout of the Euro-dollar, because some of the sources are saying they only got 12% of the gold they need to back it, and other sources are saying it's a done deal, and the Feds hope to get past this September 30th physical year end. Well, they made it past it, so, but I mean, you know, we did go into the weekend, so we don't know what's going to happen next week. But reading on this, it's saying that basically the Federal Reserve Board crime syndicate, the gangsters that I constantly talk about, that they're going to be forced to resign. They're going to slowly get these people out of power. It's taking time, but I think this is what the 2012 is all about. A change. Again, it is going to be a positive thing for us sheep, us retailers, us slaves to the system, the monetary system. I think it's going to be a huge, wonderful time period after 2012 as we go into. Now, during it, between now and then, obviously, we're going into the Great Depression too, which is no question in my mind. But he goes on to talk about the the $1 trillion that's still at stake. And once they get that out there, this $1 trillion, and if it's put to use for what we want it to be put to use for, which is, and that's in his other article, which is basically to get the free energy out there that has been abundant and been there since since the first contact in 1947 with the humanoid future humans that landed in Roswell, or crashed in Roswell, I guess. Those have been the ones working with the United States government and giving them technology and stargates and things like that. But they've been suppressing this technology. There's all kinds of evidence showing that we've had cars that could run on water since the 60s and 70s. We've had gasoline engines get over 200 miles a gallon. It's completely no emissions to them. We also have had many other technologies that have been suppressed. Free electricity devices that run with magnets, they're out there. They've been suppressing a lot of this stuff. This is the stuff that our inventors have come in. This is not even alien technology. It's some of the stuff I'm just telling you about. But I wanted to also point out here an article, a very interesting article about gold that Seeker 401 has. And I wish that stupid thing wouldn't pop up when I go over that, but that drives me nuts. But anyway, this is on Seeker 401's site. And again, all these links I'm showing you are most of them are in my Red Pill site on my blog at reddragonleo.com. You can just scroll down to the right and you'll see a category that says Red Pill sites, and you'll see links for Benjamin Fulford and Seeker 401 here. This is a very, very interesting video here that you should watch, that you should go to and watch, that talks about the gold. And I'm not going to play it here, but you definitely I just wanted to show it to you. You definitely should watch this. It's basically saying that they've been selling gold that they don't have. It's that they could see a rise in the gold price by 50 to 100 times what it is now. Now, just being conservative, folks, if we have a just regular inflation, and not what the I guess you call it hyperinflation situation that some people are predicting that will eventually happen after we get through this deflationary time period that we're in. Because certainly we are deflationary right now, meaning that there's a lack of demand for goods and services, so those prices have to drop. But at some point, maybe after 2012, stuff will start to pick back up, and there'll be a demand, and so hyperinflation could come in. Well, that's where this gold could come in at 50 to 100 times what it is now. So instead of $1,000 an ounce, it could be $50,000 an ounce. I know that sounds crazy, but let's just be conservative. You can easily see it at $2,000 or $3,000 an ounce, just with simple inflation. So this is a very interesting article that you should definitely take the time to read about gold. So I do think that during a sell-off, we should go down to that fake print of 935, I believe, or something like that on gold. And that's only as they mass liquidate their gold into the market. But I think it'll be all balled up very quickly. And that will rebound very, very quickly. But this, so that's a buying opportunity of a lifetime if we get that big of a sell-off. in gold, and that was just based upon a fake print that I had got from some time back, and but that was a very interesting. I just wanted to tell you that. Here's another thing interesting on the Seeker 401 site, that the Vatican is preparing for the Anunnaki, which are one of the alien races that we have here that are humanoid-like. I believe these guys are. Just to let you know, most of the alien races are humanoid-like. There are a variety of different ones, but the majority of them is like Star Wars, the show, the movie Star Wars. That a lot of that's based upon true. I guess. Well, you can't really call it true because we haven't proven it yet. But let's just say that Gene Roddenberry, who did Star Trek, was channeled his information to do it from supposedly aliens. He got it. He channeled it. So, but here at the Vatican, it says he wants to baptize aliens if they come here. So basically, to put it simply, they are preparing for full disclosure. As I mentioned sometime back, last year there was airtime actually booked. I believe it was in October or November, that they had reserved airtime with Fox News and for Obama to get on TV and disclose to the world the existence of aliens, and it got canceled. So, you know, so that just to let you know, this is not just a bunch of crap that I'm making up. There's tons of evidence showing that yeah, aliens have been here since, you know, the beginning of time. They've been running our planet secretly by controlling the Illuminati, by promising them crap in the afterlife, and you know, they don't seem to understand about the afterlife and, you know, what we really are, which is sad. But another article here, if I can find it here, I wanted you to read here, if I can find it. This was very interesting. The day before disclosure, which is on page 2 of Seeker 401 site. They're basically talking about this again, about disclosure, and President Obama was going to be the one to do just that. So, okay, so how's all this? Oh yeah, here was the other one, that Peter Schiffer's video. So it looks like that's on page 3. Definitely want to check that out as well. And one other video I wanted you to see. Oh, this was very, very interesting too. This tells you the New World Order, the Illuminati, who it is. The Rothschilds, Bundy, Rockefellers, the Rockefeller family. These are the families that are involved in it, okay? The Illuminati royal bloodlines. And again, these people only run the world. They think they run the world, and really it's like I said, these they worship these devils. I guess they call them devils. It's where the stuff from the Bible comes from. But they're just demons, or they're just reptilian aliens from another dimension. That's all. But whatever. And so the Book of the Dead and all that crap. So how's this all have to do with the stock market? Well, it's all been planned in the cards. I'm fairly confident at this point we're going to go down into the elections, into mid-November. That doesn't mean that Monday we couldn't pop up just a hair, but I think by the end of the day, Monday's going to end up selling off. So the next video I'm going to do is just going to be based upon the technicals, but every now and then I like to do these here and tell you which ones to watch. Okay, as you scroll down on page 3, Inside Job, the official trailer. And I believe this is the one that talks about the banksters, and so there's all kinds of evidence pointing. It's there. It's out there in plain sight. You should open your mind up and see that this is 100% manipulated. This stock market is manipulated. It's all planned. It's all in the cards. We're going to go down to those fake prints. I do not think we're going to go up to the other fake print, the diamond fake one at this point. Everything to me is pointing to rolling over, regardless if Monday pops up just a hair or not. We're ready to go down, and I believe we're going to go down to that Dow 8300, and I think it's going to be in this month or mid next month. It's when I think this is going to happen. So, but I'm going to go over the technicals in the next video. So, all right, see you in the next video.